Hey everyone, Anthony Gerbi here with another Thursday Thoughts. A couple weeks ago, I had the opportunity to do a presentation about taking control of your financial life, and I wanted to share the top 5 tips that I ended up with after that presentation with you. Before I get into it though, can you please subscribe to our channel? It does really help us out. Thank you. So, what are the top 5 ways to take control of your financial life? And of course, there's many more than 5, but let's get started with number 1, the most general one, but the most important tip. And that is avoid making mistakes, especially financially, but that's true of really anything, isn't it? Do the little things right is another way of looking at that. Manage your finances. Look at your cash flow. Know what your budget is if you've never looked at that before. There's so many things I could add onto the list here, but doing the little things right, avoiding mistakes is the number one thing. It's not about a home run swing and paying off all your debt or making 20% returns every year. Not that those are bad things, but those things are less realistic and less replicable than doing little things right over time. Number 2, and this goes to saving, contribute to your retirement account. If you haven't already started, start as soon as you can. And even more importantly, avoid at almost all costs stopping, right? There are some reasons to stop and use money outside of your retirement plan, to stop contributing to it. But if you can avoid it, don't do that. Continue to contribute to your retirement account for the long run. Don't stop if you can avoid it. That makes all the difference in the world. Number 3, talking about debt. A lot of people want to pay off all their debt as quickly as possible. That may or may not be right for you, depending on your circumstances. But if you are in a position where you have debt to pay off, look at the interest rate on the debt, not necessarily the balance for what you want to pay off first. The highest interest rate is the one that's costing you the most. So that is the one that you should probably prioritize. Number 4, think about if you are in a position where you need some help, where you are in debt over your head and you don't know where to start, or there's just something that you don't feel like you have control of in your financial life. Do not be afraid to get help. That might be a financial advisor. That might be an accountant. That might be a debt management firm. Or that might be a therapist. That's outside of my world, but get help if you need it. There is help available. Don't feel like you're going through this alone. And number 5, be a role model. All right. We learn best by teaching others. Be the person who, if you're still working, brings your friends or the new associates down to HR to sign up for their benefits plan. Advocate if you're already retired to your kids, grandkids, friends, family, whoever, to do the little things right, as I mentioned in the first one, and start contributing to their retirement. Think about it earlier than not. Be that role model who does that for other people in your life. That will help you also get a handle on it because, again, we learn best by teaching. So those are my 5 tips. I hope that was helpful. We'll see you next week.